गाते हैं तो रंग बन जाते हैं, ये माना के आंखों में आंसू है, दिलों में बसी बेबसी। चलो ये भी माना के अपनों से बेहतर है अजनबी। यहाँ रास्ते दुश्वार है और मंजिलें उस पार है, मगर इसे जीने को दिल तैयार है, तैयार है, हाँ प्यार है।
An artist whose diversity and longevity can only be described as unprecedented in the world of South Asian pop. एक singer-songwriter, psychologist, philanthropist and a mother. हमारी next miracle mentor, Hadika Khayani. Let's have a look at her along with her courageous and accomplished miracle women.
I think husbands are more accommodating. I think the atmosphere, the exposure is more.
I come from a family of strong women. That's what really gives me the strength to carry on.
If they would just come out of their cozy comfort zone and see what's happening around them.
If you're taking care of your children, which is a full-time job and it involves a lot of duties and responsibilities.
After partition, a lot of fine women came forward and helped.
I have been saying it repeatedly, at least for the last couple of years since the technological advancement has taken place, that it has become easier than ever for women to work.
As a sportsman, I feel that you know how to fight.
Thank you, ladies. इनके सीरियल्स ने हमें हंसाया भी है और रुलाया भी. A producer, script writer, lyricist and a director of TV serials which Pakistan fell in love with. Please welcome impeccable Momina Duraid with her incredibly fine group of miracle women.
I opted for something very odd for them to understand then that it is a kind of field where you can probably end up making a mark. It was very difficult.
This is a tough thing to balance this work and life, family life.
Decision कर लेना important नहीं होता, उन decisions पे चलना important होता है.
The people are accepting the role of the woman very positively. They are, accepting woman as a very effective, that she is playing a very effective role.
I try to then whatever little time I get, be it on weekends or whatever time, even when I go home at times, and I make sure I spend that time with my children.
Families first, and they've all been very supportive as to what I do. Even my babies, like my kids, they know mama works and they, everyone's supportive, and I think that's because, and that is why I can work.
The husband and the wife are working. I think they together contribute to sort of the lifestyle that they want to give the family.
Congratulations and thank you very much, ladies. जब ख़वातीन मिलकर काम करती हैं और अपनी महारत को साथ लाती हैं तो दुनिया खूबसूरत लगती है. Our next segment is a fashion show with the models adoring Sheila Chatur's outfits made to look pretty by Shamin and our showstopper Nadia Hussain. खूबसूरत लिबास औरत के हुस्न को और भी निखार देता है. A creative genius, Shehla Chatur is celebrated for her unique, inspired and timeless outfits. With a growing clientele at home and abroad, Shehla is a name synonymous with fashion. Let's meet Shehla and her miracle women.
The perception of working mothers in Pakistan is changing, but not just in Pakistan. I feel it's changing worldwide.
It's your frame of mind. You don't have to think, I'm a bichari woman and I face these difficulties.
The women labour force is growing at about 7%.
Every woman out there is capable, and one should do as much as you can and always do your best.
You know, girls got married young. Now I feel like with my daughter, I encourage her to pursue a career, be able to stand on her own feet. I feel it empowers women.
Now, it was a life-changing experience for me, from a very sheltered life to step out and go into unprotected environment.
There's always place for new talent, and if someone out there wants to do it, I would say go for it, because it's very, very fulfilling.
I think for every woman, it's very, very important to be financially independent. I think there was a time when my husband needed me because his business was growing, and he would always seek my advice because he's an entrepreneur and I'm a corporate professional. So there was a lot of value I could add to his business.
Work for a woman should be as natural as it is for a man.
Congratulations and thank you very much, ladies. औरत की हुस्न को कोई चार चांद लगाना इनसे सीखे. With over 20 years of experience in makeup artistry, Shameen Farooqui is one of the most well-respected makeup artists here in Pakistan. Her dedication to strive for the best set her apart and made her 2015's Miracle Mentor. Let's see Shameen and meet with her choice of 10 inspirational miracle ladies.
Whatever struggle, whatever quality inputs I could give, I think it was totally rewarding and I have absolutely no regret.
Being an artist, it's not easy at all, let me put it that way, but it's beautiful.
That's always overshadowed by this, lingering sense of guilt of not being there for the kids.
Makes them feel a lot more empowered, they don't have to wait and beg for money from their husbands.
Especially when you have studied so much, one should not quit, and they should go in the field.
It means that you're free to work hours that you would not otherwise. You don't physically have to be in an office, and that's brilliant.
Every girl, they need to work, for their own self-esteem also.
We have this latest technology of treating tumors in Pakistan. This treatment is done in Pakistan, JPMC, Janat Postgraduate Medical Center, absolutely free of cost.
I would have never gone out to work if my home life wasn't secure.
I told my children that there was no such thing as sitting at home. They had to go and study and have their own jobs and have their own incomes and not be dependent on anyone.
Congratulations and thank you very much, ladies. Our next mentor is the very definition of multifaceted elegance. From acquiring success in the field of modeling to pursuing her passion for dentistry, all the while working towards setting up her own salon and clinic, to launching her own shoe line and being a mother to 4 beautiful children. She is seriously a force to reckon with. Let's have a look at Nadia Hussain and her group of Power Women.
If you see your glass as half full rather than half empty and make the most of what God's given you.
I think everyone should work because it's just not about sitting home and everyone's taking care of their kids.
I'm not super organized, but I have to be. And having a good planner on your phone really helps.
When I did my recorded show, Chocoholics, my boss said that it was a hit and we got very good ratings and now we'll be giving you a live show on a daily basis. And I said, I'm never going to do a live show, so never say never.
As a mother, as a working woman, there are going to be days that are bad. And in those days, it's important to stay positive and learn to channel your thoughts and manage your time. And
if you look back into Islamic history, starting from Hazrat Khadija radiallahu ta'ala anha, she was a businesswoman.
Working out is always very helpful because it just helps you de-stress.
Everybody must have their own dream and pursue it honestly.
My priority is always my kids first.
It's your inner self which comes on your face. If you nurture your soul, it will show up.
Congratulations and thank you very much, ladies. We have a person amongst us, ladies and gentlemen, who is the most vivid example of a miracle that I have come across. An artist, a content writer, and a motivational speaker. In 2015, she made it to the BBC's list of 100 inspirational women and was appointed as the first Pakistani female Goodwill Ambassador for UN Women. I'd like to call on stage none other than Miss Muniba Mazari to share a few words. Talia, please.
Miracles do happen. All we need to have is that insight to recognize those miracles. Pons has gathered all these wonder women from all across the country to tell the world that Pakistani woman is courageous, determined, and empowered. Being a lady on the wheelchair, let me tell you one thing. Nobody can empower a woman but a woman herself. When I lost the ability to walk 9 years ago, I was rolling in a tunnel where there was no end, where there was no light. But that day I decided that every single morning I'm going to sit on the wheelchair with a big smile on my face and I'll look at myself in the mirror and I'll remind this to myself. I'm the hero of my own story and heroes never give up.
If you're passionate enough and you work hard, I worked 18 hours a day. I missed a lot of lovely moments of my daughter.
He said, okay, why don't you girls start doing clerical work, basically become peons, because when you will do it, other women, because they look up to you, they will also come and do it.
मम्मी कहती थी जब लोगों को समझ आ जाएगी ना बात, तो यही लोग जो आज तुम्हारे सबसे बड़े मुखालिफ हैं, यही तुम्हारी सबसे बड़ी ताकत बनेंगे.
We need to show the average Pakistani woman as the miracle woman.
Meaning that we wanted to connect the typical parents to the atypical parents. To have a circle of your own, to have a home at the same time, to have really, really proud children.
Girls have become more empowered because of jobs.
What we do is we feed the less fortunate through meals the more fortunate take for granted.
Either you become a victim and you start crying in corners, or you just stand out and you go for it.
I'm a very patient person. I used to be very impatient before that, but now I'm very patient and I have a strange connection with God now.
Congratulations and thank you very much, ladies. Aesthetically armed, Samina Abbas runs a world-renowned studio and has completed over 2 decades in the industry of interior design. Let's have a look at Samina and her meticulous and, of course, beautiful women.
Women who don't work now. So I think it has changed a lot from what our parents' generation was.
The only way to not be out of the house for that long period of time is to have an office at the house.
Starting an entrepreneurial sort of journey for all 3 partners. We did not have the financial resources that would suddenly take care of everything, you know, for the business.
The work I do is where I can schedule my own appointments according to my timing, and it just gives me a lot more flexibility.
The only way you can create balance is two ways: organize and prioritize.
They should work, but they should take the work seriously. Not like this, that